Hey guys and girls, my name is Snowy and welcome to another version of DrainSim, and in this case we are going to do the opposite side. We are going to do flood sim. Yes, because currently we are waiting for new levels to come, so we have to just monkeying around a little bit. So I choose deliberately the farm because I know the farm has like a huge water river upstream and we can divert that towards the farm, and I just want to explore how much water I can actually pour into the farm instead of pumping it out. So I switched all my low powered these pumps out for the biggest boys. I could only afford two, but yeah, that will do. So let's just try this out, shall we? Right, so whoa, water flooded into my lovely van. Okay, let me grab my pumps and put them a little bit on a drier area, like there. And let me also pick the pump for in the inventory, and an inflatable barrier could be useful, and also a power cable, and definitely that shovel. This thing, the rake I don't really need, and yeah, these lovely big boys. Let's see what they can do. And do I have now two of them? No, I grabbed the new. Wait, here we have a spot over. Yeah, I did not pick up the rake, but I pick up the shovel. Okay, I do not need the wrench, by the way, so I will change these out. Okay, here we go. So, let me grab this thing. Okay, so let me change this, because since we are going to, put more water here, I will put this thing also a little bit further away. Oh, I cannot place it further. Okay, then there. Right. So, with that being said, I pick up this thing again. Here, the power cable. Thank you. Now, we know that the water is running from the top. Okay, so I'm just walking around this level here to see like how far we can get the water up. Now this is already sort of in a nice valley, and this whole area here forms like a natural barrier. Now, the only place that I know on this map that the water is discharging is through here, through this gully over here. So what we actually need to do first is make sure that it cannot get out of here. Now I learned from the developer, I asked him the question like, hey, is it possible to stack these inflatable barriers? Let's say if you have like two rows next to each other, and that you can put another one on top of it. Sadly, that was not possible. So yeah, we have to do with what we have. So I will place this one over here. Anyway, power cable. Now that goes easy, just boink, and then here connecting it up to there. Now let's inflate. Let's turn this thing on, and also you. Now this will first suck water away, but we need this barrier. And I'm thinking there's no way I can make this area higher. There's no way I can put more dirt here. So yeah, the question is like, what are the possibilities then? I still tried. I will still try, to sort of get a barrier, an inflatable barrier. I'll just put it here and just drag it over it and just see what it does, just like that. So it appears to be going over it, but like I said, the developer said to me like it's not possible, but okay. I think that other barrier is now complete. Okay, so plug it in again. To the connect this thing. Turn on my volume. Yeah, it's running. Nice. Let's turn on this thing as well. Let's see what happens now. What this barrier does. You can definitely notice that this pump is like really a sucker. Look at that, Okay, Let's run to the other side here, because we are going to do a little bit of, you know, shoveling. So this water is flowing here because it's flowing basically over the edge, and we are going to make it actually a little bit more worse. So here we have like an edge, as you can see. And let's have a look, because if I go up here, now this is dirt that can be shoveled away. Can we also do it here? Yeah, that if I do it here, then it, you know, flushes straight into the... Me laugh, okay. Going to create a tsunami. You would nearly say, like, why is this implemented, you know, to make this mistake? And then look at all that water physics. Here it goes. Here it goes. Hold up. Look, there it goes. Oh my goodness. So we have enough water available over here. That's nice. Oh, can we have a look at that. Okay, let's do it. Let's go further. Yeah, you know, because the levels have run out, you have to be, you know, have to be a little bit of inventive and create some, you know, fun ideas yourself. I also, you know, was thinking about putting up these barriers, you know, these inflatable barriers, and I wanted to stack them in front of the dam in the church mission, but yeah, that did not work. So that was my idea. That's why I also asked the developer, you know, hey, can we stack these things? And no, they could not be stacked, sadly enough. And I was really like, oh, that's a pity, you know, because if that would have been possible, I would have just stacked those inflatable barriers just in front of the dam, and then see what happens, you know, if the dam would, yeah, it would break, but would the barriers then hold? That would be the question. Okay. Hey, that farm actually has solar panels. I never noticed that before. Interesting. Well, I think we have like a lovely stream here. So let's see how this goes on the other side here. We have a little bit less here now. Yeah, but if we increase this area, then actually, you know, it flows then over the edge over there. That is something we want to try to avoid. So I rather, let's see, what do we have? Like, I don't have a, yeah, I do have a pump, I don't have a generator. Just let this be, this is fine. I mean, look at that water there going into the, into the farm area. But the main problem will be definitely over here. Because here, it's most likely to overflood. So let me also grab this pump. We can grab this pump back. Here we go. And yeah, what is now the idea? The idea is, since it will overflow here, maybe I can put these pumps just over here. Maybe put two more barriers over here to create like a settle pond something, and then use the pumps to pump the water back into that area. Ooh, yeah, that sounds like an idea. Okay, let's grab this thing. So we go from here. Zoop, how far can we take this? And it disconnected from here without any reason, but okay, it happened. Is this thing still on? Yeah, it was still on. So turn this thing on. Now let us get this thing pumped up. And let's see. So I do I need the other generator? No, I don't think so, because I only have two pumps. That's sadly, you know, I only have two of these big pumps. I rather had like, I don't know, 5, 6 or 7, I don't know. Oh, look at that water, it goes into that direction. Oh, my truck, my truck. Let me get another of those barriers. Yeah, it's a pity that you cannot stack those things, but okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I still will try it, you know. Just try from here. Turn it on. Okay, we have like a double sword. So what we will do now, we grab this pump and we place that close to the barrier here. And it will have an outlet that goes to the other side. Let's see, basically, we can just drain it over here. Yeah, just, you know, in that direction. So that is already set. And we wait now until this thing has been inflated. So, how long will it take? Nearly done. Eventually this will overflow. I don't know where the water otherwise would go. I mean, the drains inside the buildings, they are still clogged. So let me have a look. Is there any other way how we can prevent water from going? Nah, we cannot. I cannot cut in this dirt, sadly enough. You know what would happen? No, that would also not work. You know, put a drain, put a barrier in front of it, or maybe even. Oh no, I cannot reach that pipe. Otherwise, you know, put something in that pipe. No. You know what would be nice for this game if this, for example, this DrainSim guy would have, you know, have an excavator and could do all kinds of things with it. Also, you know, a little bit more things to the soil. Okay, we now grab this one and we put that over here. And also this thing can then we put over there. Nice. So now it's waiting basically for this to overflow. How long will that take? Now, before we are going to initiate those pumps, we are going to check out the place a little bit and see how our flooded area looks like. Oh my god, it's like deep here. Oh, look at this. It's totally flooded. My truck. The house. Look at the house. Wow, its entire porch is being flooded. Is there also water inside? You know, if I would not know better, I would say there's no water inside. But yeah, cannot really look inside though. Blub 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 blub. So let's swim into this direction and let's check out all the water still coming here from this hill. This is really this is really something. Can we make this go faster? Can I climb this? Yeah, okay. Let's have a look here. So I think in theory we can make it go faster if we just use a shovel. I mean, I have nothing to do anyway. This is just pure entertainment, guys. Don't take this stuff too serious. Let's actually cut this away for more flow. Purely entertainment, just for the function of it. Just to see what is possible with this game. You know? Every game has this thing like, okay, let's just monkey around with it and see what we can do to utilize it in ways that it was never meant to be. So this is like this game is now not called DrainSim, it's called FloodSim. Here's the goal to actually flood the whole place. Okay, I see that the overhang here of the fixed ground is nearly at the water level, so cutting that away would not make that much difference. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, let's just see how this will go. Let's go back to our barriers and let's see this stupidity looks like. because those inflatable barriers, those are the only ones that will eventually overflow. Eventually it will also overflow into here and then into there. So how far are we here? Well, this will still take a while before we activate those pumps. Yeah, so what I will do here, I will just stand here like that and let the game run for a while and put it in a little time lapse until that water is going to breach, overflow those barriers. Yeah, I think we're going to see now some overflow. It's going to happen, so let me grab the power cable over here, hook it up to there, and to this side of the generator, and then we take also this pump and put it also to the generator on the proper side, so that would be then on the right side. That thing is still on. Then we turn on these and these. So I only have like 2 of these. Are they both on? I was asking the other day, you know, how can you tell whether these things are on? And somebody said about the green light. So this one shows a green light and this one does not. So if yeah, now it shows a green light. Ah, okay, blinking lights. Okay. Okay. They are pumping. You cannot even see it, but they're supposed to pump water back. That one is pumping water back, the other one isn't. It's also blinking yellow. But this water overflow will become more nastier in time. Yeah, what else can I do? I don't have anything else, you know, that I can put here. Like I said, these inflatable barriers, you cannot stack them, so yeah. Let's have a look at my truck. I cannot even walk in this direction. What? Oh, this area used to be completely dry. Oh no, my truck! Oh my goodness, look at the truck. No, I just bought this thing brand new. All these barriers over here, no pumps. Barriers and also generators, but yeah, no pumps. And all these inflatable things. Yeah, the only thing that I pity is that, you know, that I don't have more pumps. Is this thing even outputting? Let me pick it up. Can I pick this up? Let me see. And then put it a little bit more like, you know, there. So it does not seem to output anything. So is this thing even working? It's blinking yellow. Now it's on? No? That seems to be the problem. It's possible that this pump is taking most of the water and that one is not. And still I'm a little bit confused, you know, I see them blinking. Now the left one has like a green circle, and if I tap this, like that, then it's like having a yellow circle. Now probably, my guess is that if it's green, then it's actually pumping water. If it's yellow, then it is turning on. It is turned on, but it does not capture any water. So who knows? Who knows? How long will this last? Wow, imagine, think about it, you know. If the water is maximized against these flood barriers, what kind of tsunami wave it will give if we just deflate them suddenly whoop into there. Well, these pumps are still doing their job pretty well, because, well, they are all MK4s. I only have 2 of them, sadly. Yep, and there's nothing I can do as of now, but only watch. Watch and go take a dive into the barn. Bloop. And there used to be a hail bale here where I used to put up the generator. Let's see where it is. Where's that thing? Oh, here it is. I used to put the generator on this thing. Look at this. This is dope. This is really dope. Now the whole porch has disappeared underwater. Look at that, you know. You can barely stand in front of the front door. I don't know what to make of it, you know. How will I make a thumbnail for this video? I don't know. The only thing that I just wonder is like, okay, what will be the theoretical maximum you can flood this area? You know, thinking of it, maybe that counts for maybe other maps as well. But you are always limited by the maximum height of these barriers if you want to prevent water from flowing into a certain direction. So far this is going pretty well, so yeah, let's do again a little time lapse and see how long this will hold out. So a little thought crossed my mind, you know, oh damn, I don't have any barriers anymore. Let me grab another barrier, because I have a slight idea, but I'm not 100% sure if that would work. So we go here to our flooded area, we grab one of these, and yeah, I have to use one of those pumps, sadly enough. Now, I'm not sure, but the first barrier over here is sunken all the way down there. If I would place one of these in front of it, would that make any difference? Question mark? I don't know. So we can try it out. So let me put that thing over here. Let's see what it does. More barriers. See if that somehow diminishes the amount of water that flows over here. Big question mark. But so far, I mean, there's no output here. So this one is now signaling another color. I think that means like that the barrier is full. Straight over there. Nice. Grab a cable. My whole pump is gone. Connect that cable up to there. And then turn it on. Here we go. Okay. So I think we are now getting to the maximum amount water outflow here and there, but yeah, I cannot put anything above here, on top of here. No, my truck. Yeah, my truck. Look at my truck. Let's see how we can make a nice screenshot of this. Yeah, here with the barn, there's the water from the mountain, like that. Let's see, let's make this all in one screen. There's my truck, like that. Would this do? Would people understand what I'm doing here? Yeah, let's make a print screen. Okay, print screen. I will paste that later into a graphical program. So, no worries there, I hope. And I don't think F12 will work, right? Oh, it does work. Oh, okay, nice to know. So this is, I think, the maximum. I think this is a lot of fun. And now people would ask you like, okay, now you go drain this area. Yeah, hell no. Hell no. So the front door, which is just submerged, boy, nearly drowning here. And yeah. Jeez. Look at that. That's far more water than currently is being drained away. You know, all this water over here. And at the moment, the amount of water that is being drained away here is, let's see, how far, how are we doing? Yeah, I only have 2 of those pumps, sadly, you know. If I had done my finances maybe a little bit better, maybe I could have had like 4 pumps. That would have made, you know, a huge difference. But higher than this, I don't think you will get it. Although the stream here is still limited. There's one possibility left. You know, I can use the vacuum cleaner and vacuum the water. But no, we're not going to do that. No, what we are going to do to finish this episode up, we are going to pack up. You know, we pick up pumps. And we pick up pumps. There we go. We're going to deflate this thing over here. We're going to deflate this one over here. Can I get it? Gotcha. Okay, now let's have a look here. Look at this. Now I wonder, you know, if this would overflow that little pipe there, you know? Look at that. Oh, come on. Can that pipe even handle it? All that influx of water coming from there? Ah, nice. Nice. Yeah, I cannot get any closer, but I think the game is designed in such a way that the water will always be drained from this area, so in the end, look at all this water, you know, being rushing out. My truck can go empty again, nice. But it would have been fun to see that this would actually overflow, but it does not do it, so I think we have to leave it at that. So anyway, guys and girls, thank you for watching this, you know, alternate version of DrainSim called FloodSim, where we are flooding the barn, and we succeeded with that. And yeah, I hope that new levels will come out soon. And yeah, if you have any other ideas or suggestions for this game to try out, flood things instead, or do something unconventional, just let me know. Okay guys and girls, thank you for watching, and until next time, see you, bye bye.